Hello, this is Greg Britton, your Spokane mortgage strategist. It is Monday, April 4th, in time for Greg's Home Update. A look at the housing and mortgage rate market last week, and then what we have in store this week. Boy, it's been kind of the same thing week to week here. Mortgage bonds, if you'll see in the newsletter on the chart, are trading in a very narrow range, which means the high sell price or the marker to sell and the marker to buy are keeping the bond in a tight range and just trading right in that channel. And things that happen to make it go out of the channel are reports that are very favorable or very poor economic reports, or events in the world that are of major news can influence that. But we've just kind of been volatility within the day, but kind of staying steady. So what's that mean overall for rates? It means rates have stayed steady. We're still in the high 4% range on 30-year fixed, and the very low 3% range on a 5-year fixed. 5/1 ARM. That's a loan that's fixed for 5 years and then adjusts annually thereafter. So not a whole lot to report there. This week we don't have a whole lot of economic reports coming out, and there's no treasury auctions for the whole week. The lack of economic reports, since most of them have been positive, which forces bonds lower and rates slightly higher, although again we've been pretty steady. The lack of economic reports could mean that mortgage bonds will actually tick up slightly. We did see that a little today. They ended up higher than where they started, about 20 basis points, so about 1/5 of 1%. I don't really think we're going to see rates really get better. They'd have to tick up quite a bit. We might see it for one day or a half a day where we get an 1/8 better in rate, but I think we're going to see pretty much a steady week here. But these world events can come out of nowhere and they can move the market quickly. So as always, I'll be tracking that for you. One thing to note, look in the weeks to come, and I'll make announcements about it. I'm going to be doing some new videos on how adjustable rate mortgages work. How do they adjust? When do they adjust? What's the formula? What's the risk? Videos on APR, what annual percentage rate means versus your note rate. So things like that. That I get a lot of questions on those things, and they're great questions. So we'll start posting some videos on explaining how that works, so you can check that out and reference them as needed, and give me your feedback. And of course, if you do have any questions on things I'm not covering that you would like to see in video format or otherwise, just let me know. Have a great week, and we will see you on April 11th.